Good morning. This is Chris Arnold, Avon Advanced Unit Leader, coming out to you with the May 2015 edition of the Sunrise Avon team meeting in your inbox. And this month, what I want to talk to you about is getting your customers ready for summer. The weather is warming up a little slowly this year, but the warmer temperatures are coming. And so there's things that that we need to look at and that our customers need to look at that we're going to be changing up for the summer. So first and foremost, when you're out, weather warms up, you spend more time outside, you really need to make sure you've got good sunscreen. So not just the sunscreen in your daily moisturizer or makeup, but also sunscreen for all of the skin that's now showing because we're dressing lighter for summer. And that's, for your women customers, for your men customers, and for their children and their families. You want to make sure that they're protected. So of course, right now we're really going to be heavily promoting the Avon Sun line, and also the combination protection of the Bug Guard line. So if they're in an area or participate in an activity where bugs and pests of that type are an issue, then they'll want to look at the Bug Guard line for that as well. And speaking of, more skin showing in the summer when we're dressing lighter, we've got, legs and arms and feet that have been hidden all winter long. And so we want to make sure that we're, getting those back to a level that we're comfortable with them being out in the open. So, making sure that, your customers, if they need it, a good exfoliator to remove rough, dry skin. Absolutely need a good body lotion for, when they're not out in the sun, they still need a body lotion, even when they're not using sunscreen, to help keep the skin from being dry, combat the dryness in the skin. The Firm and Restore line is a good line. If you're not, feeling so great about the texture of the skin, you can use that. The Fresh and Smooth line, of course, because we need to put a little more time and attention into removing hair from areas that we don't want it, that we weren't as worried about when they were covered over the summer. And absolutely recommending to, those who like to get a little bit of color in their skin, like to have the look of a tan without the dangers of actually getting a tan from the sun, our Satin Glow line in the Skin So Soft brand is an absolutely fabulous option for them to help them get a little bit of color without the disadvantages of being out in the sun. Fragrance is another area that you want to be talking to your customers about and see, what fragrance are they using now, and if it's a really heavy scent, heat intensifies scent. So in the summer, a lot of people like to switch to a lighter fragrance, and we have a lot of great options for that. In our fragrance line, we have the Femme, the Haiku, the Outspoken Fresh is a great summer scent. If they want something just clean and fresh, they might like the Blue Escape or the Frio 2. And the Naturals line is a fabulous choice for summer fragrance because they're lighter fragrances. And also, if you're in a particularly warm climate, like here in Las Vegas, you can keep those body sprays in your refrigerator instead of in your bathroom. And when you come in from a long, hot day, being out doing whatever you're doing, you can spritz on some of that body spray, and it has a very cooling effect if you keep it in the refrigerator. So that's a great way to lighten up your fragrance. And also, one area that a lot of people don't think about that they might be changing in the summer is, your makeup. Now, I know a lot of people think of, back in the day when people did tan a lot more, they tended to have a lighter foundation in the summer and a darker shade, or a lighter foundation in the winter and a darker shade for the summer. Sorry, I had that backwards. And that's not really the case as much anymore because women are so conscientious about using sunscreen, especially in their moisturizer for their face, to help delay the signs of aging. Most women don't really need to change their foundation shade in the summer. What a lot of women do change, though, is their foundation formula. They might go from a cream to a liquid, or go even from a liquid to something lighter, like a BB or a CC cream or a tinted moisturizer. Or they may decide to forego foundation altogether and just skip that. And in the summer, I have customers that use the Magic Space Perfector all year long, but I have some customers that are just a lot more interested in it in the summer because it's a great alternative to a foundation. You can put that on, and it does kind of blur some of the imperfections, any of the discolorations that you don't really like to see. It also helps to um, disguise the looks of any fine lines and wrinkles, and it gives just a nice smooth finish. It also really does a great job of preventing shine. Keeps that oily, shiny look that is we get so much quicker in the summer when it's hot and we might be perspiring. And it's a great primer to put underneath your foundation to help your foundation wear longer. And I know some of you have probably heard this because I've been telling this story since the Magic Space Perfector first came out. But right after it was introduced, I think it was still only available as a demo, I had an event that I was doing where I had a table set up, and we were at a golf club, and I was out on the patio. It was a covered patio and shaded, but it was still summer in Las Vegas, so we were fortunate it was only about 90 degrees on the patio because we were in the shade, but it was also our summer storm season, so it was about 90 degrees, 90% humidity. So it was a very hot and sticky day, even under the patio cover. And I must have drank about 60 ounces of water that day and drank several cans of soda. And I had sweat stains the size of Montana on my dress from the heat. My makeup did not budge. I put the Magic Space Perfector on before I put my makeup on that day, and it didn't. It looked as perfect at the end of the day as it did at the beginning of the day. So the Magic Space Perfector is a great way to help your makeup hold up to the summer. But and we've also got a change in our routine. We may not be going to the office all day. We might be spending the day at the beach or the pool with the kids, or out in the park. And so waterproofing our makeup is a great thing to look at doing in the summer. So of course, switching to waterproof makeup, waterproof mascara, waterproof eyeliner. You can even do we have waterproof eyeshadow available. In the Mark line, we have the All-Time Eye Cream eyeshadow, and that is more waterproof than your powder eyeshadows that you might normally use are. And the other thing people might be changing in the summer with their makeup is they might be going for a more natural look. They might be going more for the no makeup look. If you have somebody who really doesn't like to leave the house without makeup, but they still don't want it to look like, hey, look at how much makeup I have on. They want to look more natural. So they may be switching to more natural looking shades for that no makeup look. Or they may really want to get some bright pops of color in their makeup palette. So those are all things that we can definitely help with. So go out the rest of this month and into next month and start talking to your customers about getting themselves ready for summer. Get themselves ready for summer. You got to get your feet sandal ready, and your legs skirt ready, and your arms ready for sleeveless shirts, and your face ready to hold up to the summer temperatures and perspiration and water related activities. So have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will be talking to you all again soon.